Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Hey, you know what? New York is slipping away. There was a horrible attack and mugging on the Upper East Side around York Avenue in the, let me see here, in the 70s, and they don't see that kind of violence. It's one of the most, they call it the suburbs of New York, and you're still in Manhattan. That's kind of what the atmosphere is like up there. And, yeah, somebody got robbed right in the middle of the morning. Never happens. That's a block from Gracie Mansion.
I started a business.
Oops. It's one of the most peaceful areas. But now Mamdani, there goes the neighborhood, right? There's Mamdani. And he's talking about possibly not hiring cops, maybe reducing headcount by 5,000, which would be catastrophic because cop output has already drastically plummeted, right? Because cops are basically in trouble for being cops. And we have to do something about this badge number. Hey, what's your badge number? Do they have to respond with their badge number? I don't think engaging in conversations with these jerks with their iPhones, trying to get them in trouble. If you see it, great. If you don't see it, that's your problem. They don't have to. That's like, what do we call it? Administratively interfering. Administrative interference with law enforcement. I think there's probably a law against that. Stop hassling cops. Their job is tough enough. This man was giving the finger, literally, to cops. This man was calling cops transphobic and racist. And now he gets to appoint the police commissioner who's there just for the power, just for the fun, just for the perks. I can't stand it. I can't stand that it's happened to this amazing city and it's no longer amazing. You know, am I going to stick around for old time's sake, for the nostalgia? When it comes to your kids, you'll do anything for your kids, right? You'd move to Alaska if it protected your kids. So I kind of feel like New York's on probation right now. Probation. I don't care about the murder rate, to be honest. Number one, I don't trust it. I don't care about the shootings, the number of shootings last month. Number one, I don't trust it. But I do care about the menacing looks. I do care about the atmosphere. I do care about being accosted. I do care about being racially insulted, right? That's the first time I'm getting racially insulted in the streets, right? I would never dream of insulting anybody based on the color of their skin, based on anything that they can't control. But it's full on. It's full on. If you happen to be a person of a Caucasian mix, or if you will, a Caucasian. What is Caucasian? Is that a race? Do we call it a race? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this. Oh, boy, they were freaking out because it's Black History Month, right? Which is kind of a farce, right? I mean, come on. It's insulting to everybody. Black History Month. And they choose February? February, which is like the shortest month, right? Is that a backhanded compliment or there's something going on there. So President Trump, though, you know, he's a very interesting man. And I do believe he's like the least racist person you ever met. I've seen it a million times. He treats everybody the same. There's nothing like it. I've also never seen him get nervous, which is another thing. You know, that's a great advantage. It could be a bit of a deficit as well. So, Black History Month at the White House, and there were a lot of people pointing out, these are all famous black people. He's only friends with famous black people. Well, that's not true, actually. Ask ask Miss Johnson, who he paroled from prison. She was doing 40 years for a nonviolent drug offense. And I got to chat with her once. She's now handling pardons and commutations. She was basically a telephone operator for a drug lord. And it wasn't good. He said it wasn't good. She shouldn't have done it. But you don't put somebody in jail for 40 years for that. And she is a really sweet person. Miss Anne-Marie Johnson, is it? And she was there, and a lot of other people. He really liked Jesse Jackson, and now people are kind of accusing him of, and this is somehow racist. It's racist to say you're not a racist by pointing out your black friends. You can't do that, right? There's a whole thing. They will accuse you. Hey, I'm not racist. Look at my friends. They're one's Hispanic, Asian, like that. You can't do that. But what greater proof is there of a lack of racism if your friends happen to be, right? That would be significant. But the one thing, how did our culture get so warped? Where the ultimate kind of sign that you are cool with people is racist in and of itself. It's that weird language they came up with, so only they, the Democrat establishment, can talk about race because they have a clever and advanced and nuanced language. And when we talk about it, we sound like orangutans, right? And it takes about 10 seconds to say the wrong thing. Where's President Trump going? Georgia. He's going to Georgia. Imagine he can go to Georgia like some people go to lunch. You know what I mean? It's that easy. Helicopter, plane, back. It'll be like a 3-hour evolution. I did that with President Bush once, going to Ohio. We left at 10:30 in the morning. We were back by 12:45. It was the craziest thing ever. It's the only way to travel, and we'll never get to do it. We'll be right back.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our country has to offer, especially health care. Across every state, every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.